In the run-up to his team's match against AC Ajaccio, Roland Vieira, the head coach of QRM, had this to say about Ajaccio. I think people are getting a bit carried away with the praise as a result of their constraints. They're doing very well at the minute, but it's plain to see it won't last without some kind of investment in the team, and we'll be looking to bring them back down to earth on Friday. Ripper takes a goal kick, hits it long, all the way up just past midfield, up to Kinsambi, who gets a header, up to Hernandez, who blows past the defense. One touchdown, he takes the shot. Goal! Ajaccio! Ripper with the free kick. Get a header on it. Bobbier feeds it into Hernandez. Hernandez blows through the defense again. Got guys charging in. Jigla gets it. Goal! Ajaccio! Gilbod with the pass up to Hernandez. Hernandez takes a stop, thinks about it. Starts the outside, passes back into Jigla, into Ferrer. Oh, a good tackle, but Hernandez has it again into Kinsambi. Goal! Ajaccio! A beautiful move by Hernandez to create the goal. QRM trying to get set up. Gosson up to Simone. All the way out to the corner. Galpa's got it. Manages to get the touch into Arab. Goal! QRM to the delight of the home fans. QRM trying to get set up for another attack. Passing around. Oh, a missed pass. Jigla pounces. He manages to get it up to Hernandez. Once again, too fast for the QRM defense. The cross is across to Kinsambi. Goal! Ajaccio! QRM's getting a little bit desperate to equal this up. Oh, a missed pass. Intercepted. Kinsambi has it. Takes one touch. Gets it up to Kinsambi, who once again is flying free in the defense. Goal! Ajaccio! In the excitement after AC Ajaccio's victory over QRM, which guaranteed their promotion to Ligue 1 next season, Jean-Baptiste Pairazzi said that Mellowseven was, quote, a bona fide legend. Back, friends, I'm Mellowseven, and this is Football Manager 2018. And yes, it is all going. Hopefully, test. Yeah, it looks like we got audio and all that good sort of stuff. So I did actually come back and record a match against Nancy, but well, OBS kind of crapped itself. So it can only handle so many things. So trying to produce whole things in there with additional cutscenes and openings and closings and all that sort of stuff, it just. The camera was stuttering. It was giving you like one frame every couple of seconds with horrible blur. And obviously the audio ended up all out of sync, and it was terrible. So we essentially missed the match, and I'm going to have to kind of give up on doing anything really complicated in OBS. So we're back with the camcorder right now. It doesn't mean I'm going to not be able to do stuff on Twitch. It just means I'm going to have to keep it very simple. So that's the way it goes. So you did, hopefully, well, you will, because I get full control of that this time. You saw the highlights of one of our matches, so let's go take a look, see how the rest of them went. So we came back here. You guys saw the match against SM Caw, and we won that one. We followed that up with a 4-0, just crushing of, let's see, is it going to come up? There we go, of Critel Lusitanos. So nice showing for us. We looked, and like I say, they were in like 15th place or something like that. So, and they had a man sent off in the 50th minute. So without Mr. Charles Garnier Fructis, yeah, we pretty well whooped him. Luke Chauvin came in, played very well for us. Hernandez, 2 more goals. He then went on a little bit of a cold streak, and we actually lost in Le Mans when we went to play tours. You can see 1-0 them. We just never got anything going. I don't know that they had anything to play for. I don't know if the pressure was getting on us as we're beginning to kind of close down and win stuff, but yeah, we just couldn't handle it. So went on 2-0 against US Orleans when Kinsambi had both of them 25 and 79. And you can see we played a little bit better. 8-9s for Jigla, 8-8 for Kinsambi, and 7-3 for Nouveau. And Dominici played well as well. So about half the team showed up, the other half and couldn't be bothered quite so much. Red Star, who was officially relegated by this point. In fact, I think I saw on the updates they like essentially traded away every single one of their players. It looked like as well. So they're well and truly out of it. But they put up a little bit of fight. They got a goal in the 89th minute to make it 2-1, and we played okay. You can see there in the middle we did okay. We did try swapping a little bit of players around. Not able to make anything too exciting happening. And then the QRM match you saw. The manager talks smack ahead of time, so we crushed him 5-1. Hernandez back in form, goals in the 5th and the 69th. Again, they had a player sent off, though. They lost Arab on the 30th minute. I didn't show that in the highlight. But, yeah, I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't quite as uneven as it looks. Shots were pretty close. They didn't get any clear-cut chances, though, and we got 4 along with 4 half chances. So even though they did get shots, 9 of their 12 were long shots, and they just couldn't create. I mean, that's what it comes down to. And just Hernandez was just absolutely in charge of that match. They couldn't do anything about him. We followed that up with a match against another manager that wanted to talk smack. And if we come back here and we do a quick look here, let's see if we can find it. How far back do I have to go? Hopefully not too far. It was here when I recorded this match, the match the first time. There's Viara, so we're not there. Here we go. Jabbar here said, I got to be honest, I think 7 is a bit overrated. That's what he said, so we beat him. And World Soccer Magazine had this to say about me after the match. Has at least staked his claim that he's one of the most successful American head coaches of all time, boasting a record as head coach that is comparable to the greatest. The accomplished AC Ajaccio boss has shown himself to be no stranger to success and is likely to add to his burgeoning reputation in the near future. So yeah, take that, Mr. Jabbar. And as far as the game goes, we won 3-1. So Kansambi, Farah, and Madu with the goals. Guganig got 1 for them. And I believe Hernandez got 2 assists out of that as well. He played very, very well. And then we went up against Nancy. Oh, we also, by the way, wrapped up the league. So this won us the league right there. It's all ours. First place. Promotion was wrapped up before we played QRM, or because of the QRM match, and then the actual league championship was wrapped up with against Valenciennes. So all the more sweeter to do it against a coach that talks smack. So we went to play Nancy on the road, their house. They played very well. They were, I think they're 4th of the season. They had nothing to play for. We had nothing to play for. We do have some records on the line, but that's about it. They are going to have to go through and play in the promotion playoff. But I don't think the points matter at this point. They're in. It doesn't really matter. But we played okay. But again, our defense let us down a little bit. Our offense was more or less okay. So that brings us up today against Consulat Marseille. They're in 20th place. Last place, they are going down. There's nothing they can do about it. It's all over for them. Absolutely nothing to play for. They don't even have a relegation playoff. They are done. We are at home. Hopefully we should do okay. We've got some stuff to play for. I've got a big message here of stuff. Let's see. Team records that we could set. Team goals for a season, team wins for a season, team points for a season. All these are either ones that are up to win or we've already won. I haven't looked yet. I just have been paying attention as they come through and say, hey, they're closing in on this milestone. Barbier could win team assists and team player of the match for a season. Kinsambi also could win team goals and could also set the record for team assists. He probably has or will break the old record, but he's nowhere near what Barbier has. So he'll have to live with second place, even if he breaks the old first place. We also could win a league points. Barbier could win league assists, and Kinsambi could also break the old league assists record. But again, he's far enough behind Barbier. He's got no chance to take overall win. He's going to have to just be satisfied with breaking the old record and finishing second to Barbier. We are clearly in first place going into this and have been for a little while. As you can see, we've managed to break about a 5-point lead, even with that loss to Nancy, to SM Caen. And you might say, well, how the heck did that happen? They were all over you. Well, what happened was their head coach got a better offer. And you can see Dominique Arabage here ran off to AJ Azer. They were in 15th place in Ligue 1 at the time, and I believe they finished in 15th place. and were expected to finish in 20th. So they were overachieving, but somehow, I don't know, did they fire their coach or did he get a better job too? Oh, their coach, wait, what? Oh, okay, left head coach role. So it looks like, let's check out Milan Barros here. Let's see how the dominoes fell. He is now the head coach at Real Sociedad. Whoops, career history. I guess that's as a player. Might be milestones. Biography. Well, come on. Overall, I guess this is as close as we're gonna get. It just says left, so I guess he wasn't fired. I guess he just got offered the job at Real Sociedad, so he left. So then, yeah. So then Dominique left, and he came over, and that happened to leave Caen with their assistant manager in the position. And you can see he went 0-2-1 in his 3 games, and that was enough of a cushion that we were in. They did hire Lorenescu here, and he won all 3 of his matches. So he recovered, but this little 3-week bit here, 23 days, was all the tumble they needed. If this happened in real life, the fans would just be gutted, absolutely gutted. Dominique would not be welcome back in town, I can tell you that. Leaves with a team in position for the championship, and he decides to go up to a team that could very well have been relegated. You know, I mean, they weren't safe at that point. They could have come down, and that would have been hilarious if he went up a league only to come down while Caen went up a league and got promoted. That would have been spectacular. But a lot of drama here in Normandy. So, but it worked to our advantage. We managed to come out in first place, even with the loss. Like I said, we have a dominating 5-point win, and we opened up a goal differential of 9, whereas before I think it was 2. So we've got a match today. Not a huge number of changes, I don't think. I think we kind of go with what got us here today. We got Barbier and Gigla on the wings there, with Madu and Gilbad in center midfield, Ferrario, Simon, Jakov, and Nouveau out on the wing. And you see he has played enough that he has built up this connection here. And Kinsambi and Hernandez up front. And let's go ahead and see if we can set some records and see how the end of the season goes. Like I say, this game is just for fun at this point. Maybe that's not fair to Marseille, but it is what it is. So we'll get into it. Eventually. Maybe. There we go. Enough button clicks. Something's happening. Kinsambi is white again. He's gone back and forth between black and white. I think he is African. Then we look at that one more time. No, he's Belgian. Was he always Belgian? Well, he's gone back and forth regardless. He's been multiple colors. But he is white right now. And I guess there is a problem with that, a bug where their faces change. And I've had a few players whose faces stayed the same, but they were different than the skin tone on the player. So in-game they were one color, but then the profile was a different color, which was interesting. They're expected to... No, they're not expected. I'd say give the fans a performance. That's all that matters. Right now, only thing that matters is are the fans happy. I mean, look at this. I don't know how many people are here, but it looks pretty close to a sellout, despite the fact we're playing 20th. But you know what? I am a bona fide legend, according to one of their past heroes. Oh my God! Hey, the one that comes off the bar. I guess we can speed that up a little bit. Slow it down from the highlight bits. Let me get back in. Simon gets a hit on it. He rolls back out. Hands him off for a goal kick. Andre Sin is looking a little nervous. Well, maybe if your name is Sin, that's probably why. Simon up to Barbier. Let's see what we can get going. Only 10 minutes into this one. We've had a third highlight. Madu kicks it all the way up. Goes past Kinsambi to Hernandez. He backs out with it a little bit. Gets into the Gigla. He kind of runs away. I don't know where he's going. Eventually he kicks it over to Noah. Noah doesn't go anywhere with it either. Madu gets taken. That was horrible. But Simon manages to save that. Gets it up to Gilbad. Back up to Gigla to try again. Doesn't try to throw the net. Kicks out to Barbier. Hernandez who heads over the net. That was up to Jiggler, who decides to dribble with this one a little bit, heads to the outside, does what he's supposed to, beats his man, gets up to Hernandez, who beats another guy, takes it all the way back up to the corner for no reason, though, and then decides to pass it back to midfield. I don't know that our players know where to go with this. We go up to Consumbi. Oh, yeah. No, we don't. We made a chance. Actually, to be fair, it was a really good save. It was spectacular. Good on the Jiggler. Not keeping the pressure on there. Even if we don't really know where we're going, I don't know what happened there. Apparently, those coaches that talked smack and said we were overachieving and we would come back to it soon were correct, because apparently our players are drunk. And don't. I was watching last week's episode of Grand Tour. I was a couple episodes behind, and they did a big thing with the Audi Quattro versus the Lancia. So the Quattro on the ground. Now is in the Jiggler. Can we get a goal finally? No, we got to take this out. There we go. Jiggler decides not to take the shot. Unselfishly feeds it back to Consombi. He puts it away. He is going for a goal record, so that was nice of him. Quattro gets that up to Gross. Gross back to Audi Quattro. Oh, Simon makes a dangerous tackle. We were lucky there. Simon punts that one for Hernandez. That's what he's been doing for the last few games. Just blows past the defense, makes the crossover from Simon, and another assist for Hernandez. He has been so good for us. I said, I think in the last episode he was with him, but he was a free. Possession's fairly equal. They decided to boot it up, but they do not have Hernandez to run into that. Neville gets that. Up to Jiggler. Takes a few seconds to figure out where he wants to go, and then passes it for absolutely no reason to Hernandez. I know I said hit early crosses, but you can at least take it past the halfway point, especially because he's on attack. It's not like he's supposed to stay back on defense. Neville boots that one away for there's nobody there except Sin. I just realized Hernandez. Oh my God. It's just dirty. Just dirty. I just realized that place like Marseille must pay the wages of sin. You go way up. And again, Hernandez just runs in there. We can just throw it up there. Maybe that's what we're going to do. Just for fun. Just for funsies. I know Consombi's trying for weapons. I know there's probably... No, we're going to leave Consombi up there. We are. But we're going to go to team, we're going to turn off that, and we're just going to say pump the ball in the box. That's it. We're just going to throw it up as far as we can, and we'll pass into space. That's it. I just want to see what happens. The game means nothing. I mean, if we're going to experiment, we may as well experiment now. Andre Sin is having a shocker of a game. 5.7, still in. His manager is going to get asked about that. If I would leave that player in, I'd have 57 reporters asked, demanding to know why he was left in, even if I had no substitutes for him. Dressing room, not much we can do here. Don't get complacent. I don't think this one's turning around. We were up 3-0. But from here on out, I think we just hit the ball as hard as we can and see if Hernandez can run under it, just like that. Apparently he didn't on that one. Oh, yeah, he did, actually. Consombi got their shot, so somebody ran underneath it. And we just keep that. Now, they have come out much harder. They've had a couple shots already. Should we demand more just to be a jerk? Jiggler's played an 8-0. 8.3 for Noah. I think there was an 8-1 in there for Consombi. Oh, look at that tackle from behind. Oh, we're getting away with Ferraro up to Konsambi. Konsambi just boots it back because, you know, you can't hit a really long way if you're already close. Jiggles got it. He bumps it up to Konsambi, puts the head on it down to Hernandez, who puts a hand on the way. The assist for Konsambi's head continues to extend his second place records. And Hernandez, another goal. But he is good. I haven't looked at the final numbers, but he's got to be more than good. Even with that three-game miss in there. Konsambi heads it backwards. That was beautiful. Jumps up, spins around, and hands it right back on Hernandez's feet. He puts it away. Hernandez might be the best striker I've had in football manager. I mean, for his level, let's qualify for that. I mean, there may be guys I've had at, you know, top, you know, Bundesliga levels that have better numbers than me and would absolutely crush League 2. But there we go. That's what we're looking for. Just put it all the way up on Hernandez, let him underneath. He's got 4 guys back there. Takes the shot. Look at that. She tried to get it over the goalkeeper, and to be fair, just barely got it over his hand. So any lower, it would have been blocked. But it wasn't. It was just a little too much. Was unable to dip down. Ripper had that one. We probably should have let him Saudi on this one because nothing matters. We got him some matches. Gilbad, same thing. Roots it up, gets it to Konsambi. He cuts it across to Hernandez, cuts through 3 guys, and just crushes it down. It's a Hernandez world, and the rest of us are just living in it. The fans, though, this is what they're here for. This is what they're paying to see tonight. Konsambi to Hernandez, Hernandez to Konsambi. It doesn't matter. It's goals 5-0 as we just crush Marseille. Everybody's green. The lowest score I saw there was a 75 for the goalkeeper who hasn't had to do a whole lot. Look at the captain. It's just he's a cheerleader. He's a cheerleader. 9-7 for Hernandez, 9-6 for Konsambi, 9-2 for Noah. I've yet to get a 10 on the senior team on a game I've coached. I've had some 10s now on reserve and under 18 game. Well, on A reserve and on A under 18 team. But I've yet to see it in a game I've actually coached. But we've got 4 players in the 9s. I'm not even going to say it. I mean, why? If Jiggler, like, dies and then because we don't take it off from his back, then someone, oh my God. Did he really float it up that? I could have sworn that it was going in and then bounced up, but it must have been off the crossbar if it did. Back up to Gambessa. He said if it works for them, we're going to try it. But again, they don't have Hernandez. Ali Quattro's got it. Feeds it up. Rano. And that's good. 5-0. That might be our biggest win, too, to be honest. That might be a record in of itself. Yeah, I would say passionate, pleased with the result and your performance. And some of them are like, whatever. I do this every day. So 3 goals for Hernandez, 2 goals and 2 assists for Konsambi. And just wow. Just wow. That's all there is to it. Some big games today. Bretois crushed Clermont Foot 4-0 as well. Oh, and the new coach got his first loss. Reims manages to take care of SM Call. It didn't matter. Nothing to play for there. Well, Reims did, though. They had to win. They had Gazalek Ajaccio on their tail there, and they did win. So pressure on them. They had to come out with the win, and they managed to do so. Ka didn't have anything to play for except for their new coach's pride. So let's take a look. Reims did secure their playoff spot. Hernandez, stellar, 3 goals. Got his hat trick. Curtin comes down on League 2. Let's go ahead and see average goals per match, 3.5. Alan Hernandez, player of the day. 71,000 total attendance today. And Andre Sin. Tough day for Sin. You know, that doesn't happen very often. Sin usually has pretty good days. Just on balance. I'm interested in knowing how many people were at that match. Does it tell us? 7,324. Was that ours that we saw on the 70,000. I just remembered the 7 being the first number. I'm like, did I just look at that number? So I don't think that's a sellout. I think we have a stadium of 8,000, maybe. What's our view facility? 10,000. Really? We were 3,000 below a sellout? We're going to blame that on the visitors. Not enough visitors showed up. Record. Okay, so here we go. Let me pull out my notepad here and let's see how many records we get. So record high point totals for AC Ajaccio. We got that. Bam. 87 points. New League 2 record as well. So we got it for the team and the league. Players inducted into the overall best 11. Kinsambi was the pick of 5 players. I can understand that. Noah, Hernandez, Madu, and Mateo Simon also were added in. So not a bad lineup. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those players played for us this year, and Hernandez comes in as an alternate because he didn't play the whole season. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. Into season awards, Noah clearly going to be fan player of the season. Hernandez with the goal of the season though against Gazalek Ajaccio. This was the match I don't think I showed you, so we may as well take a look at the goal. I got to put my little notepad down here. See if we can come up to it. All the way up to Hernandez, who just spins around in the circle for absolutely no reason. The only reason he's on our sides is because he started on our side of the pitch. Just rolls down and puts it up. Just calms and complains. No one can do anything. Just young player of the season, Alan Hernandez. He is only 24 years old, and he was a free. I was right. Year in review, we weren't supposed to win. We did. Lost in the 11th round in the Coupe de France against Lille, which was won. Coupe de la Ligue was won by Monaco, and then they lost to PSG in the Coupe de France. So, who did the double? They won the Coupe de France and the Ligue 1, of course, because they always win. Match of the season. Interesting, 3-2 against Strasbourg Alsace. Okay, moment to forget. Yeah, well, we didn't have a lot of losses. Average attendance, we were only putting, butts in half the seats. That's a little bit disappointing. Squad dynamics, we did pretty well. I think we're very good across the board. End of season team meeting, discuss plans. And believe we can avoid automatic relegation. Everybody likes that. So I think we'd go... Didn't everybody just show green? I have no idea what just happened there. Everybody showed green, and then we hit OK, and they all hated us. I'm assuming that's a bug. I don't know. Into season confidence review, we did OK. 99%. We were unable to keep the 100% to the end, but that's OK. Club philosophies, we were pretty well nailed. I think we were just supposed to sign young players. Competitions, we did okay. Club stature, we did okay. How is that not better? I don't understand. Locker room atmosphere, it doesn't get much better than these. I don't know how we could have done better. Into season injury report, we killed it. Injuries weren't a problem at all. We did really well with that. Most of these these 3 guys are all reserve players or youth players. Jigla's the only one with more than 10% missed, and Farah was the next one. As far as our starters go, or not even starters, first team players. Jigla's a starter, but Farah's not. Yearly training summary, we've done okay. 17 happy. Apparently we're completely unfamiliar with our... I hope that's a bug. Completely unfamiliar with what we've been playing all season. We've gone on vacation, so there is that. Let's hit continue... what do I have to must respond to? Yeah, preseason can last 5 weeks. I'm fine with that. Let's hit space, see if we've got any more records to get. I don't know. Do I have to play through the 30th to find these out? I will hit continue a few times, and we will come back, and I will let you know how many records we broke. All right. Some interesting news. So, apparently, let's see if I can come all the way back here for it somewhere, maybe, possibly. Tax hit, revenue... we're going to get a new stadium. We're going to essentially double the stadium out to 20,000 capacity. It's going to cost 11 million pounds, of which we need to take out a almost 6 million pound grant. It's going to take 10 months to complete. So neither team will apparently be playing in, that's the hit for the Ajaccio fans, right? I wonder if we're going to play in Nice too, right? Who knows where they're going to have to travel to see either of their teams. So we're going to be closed for about 10 months. The South Stand will be, just the South Stand will be closed during the renovation. Interesting. Apparently we're going to put all 9,000 seats just on the South Stand. Okay, well, it'll be done at the end of next season, essentially, or close to the end of next season. So we'll be a little bit down. Because of that, obviously they took money out to do that. Kinsambi did break the goal scoring record. We are down to 50% of our transfer revenue. We avoided a tax hit. However, somewhere up here, it tells us that our training facilities were downgraded. I asked to upgrade them and was told, no, but we can revisit at the end of the season. To which I said, but it kind of is the end of the season? And they told me to get lost. So yeah, then somebody, our general manager, I guess, decided to sign Dimitri Jaguzo from Valenciennes. Apparently he scouted him out while we were there. Now, I thought I was supposed to have final say on contracts, so I didn't, though. We've signed him without me having to okay the contract, which is a little bit odd. He does play left midfield, which we definitely don't need a starter at, but we have had some interest in Baptiste Mason. I had thought about selling him, which means we would need a backup left midfielder. So Dimitri may fill that role for us. Contracts about, we don't have anybody we care about either as a staff or player at this point. We can let all of those people go. I am fine with that. Monthly financial report. You can see, we're kind of okay. Squad dynamics, we did fine. We did also, payments have to be, well, we just took out a bunch of money. So now we have to start paying off the 5.75 bank loan that was taken out earlier. And that means they've decreased my transfer to 10%. So we've won the league. We should be swimming in money at this point, but instead I'm down to 10% of transfer revenue. So HP Cura all over again, huh? Is what it is. Now let's go ahead and take a look at records really quick. Other than the one record that Kinsambi sent, it didn't really tell me a whole heck of a lot more. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go to team and we'll go to records. How about that? Imagine that. Let's check an overview. All right, most goals in a season. We just beat that. Highest average rating. Did we not beat that? I think we probably have that one beat too. By about 5 people. So yeah, I'm not sure when that's going to kick over, but clearly we won that one as well. Most league goals in a season, 26. How did Mr. Kinsambi, why are we not going back to here where we should have been? Kinsambi, let's take a look there. Maybe here. League goals, 23. He did not set the league goals. That was, what did they say, 26 for that one? We did 23, so. Nice attempt, though. Highest average rating, like I said, I think we already beat that. Youngest player was Baptiste Mason. He set that one. Oldest player, that had nothing to do with us. Fastest goal, most goals in a match, 3. Most goals in a league match is us, but somehow that doesn't count for most goals in a match. I guess he just did it first and we haven't. Oh, that's, yeah, he scored 3. You'd think that this 3 would equal that 3, but apparently not. Most assists, Noah, 22. Most shutouts, Salih, 14. Although we were really close to that record, I think, as well, with Rippert. I thought he was. Do we keep track of that? I mean, I'm sure we do. The question is it somewhere I can find it quickly? Shutouts. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13? But 12 in, high level. But he played very well, especially considering he didn't play every game. He played 27, and Salih played 21. So And he played a little more than half the games. So to be within 2 of the shutout record is pretty darn good. Whoops, we need to go backwards maybe. There we go. Most assists, 22. Crushed that. Most shutouts, we talked about that. Player of the match, Noah did manage to get that with 9. The previous record was 8, I believe. Youngest goal scorer, Baptiste Mason, once again got that. Was that in the same game he started in? No, he started it with Nancy. He got it against Claremont Foot. Okay. Longest winning streak, that's us. 18th of October to November 30th, 8 games, longest winning streak. We did really well at the beginning of last season. Most games without losing, that is also us. And this is also us, most games with a shutout. So did pretty well. Biggest win, there we go, it was a record. 5-0, we just played that. Biggest defeat, 1973, year I was born. Highest scoring game, we saw the highlights of that one at the beginning of a match. That was that 6-4 spectacular match against Bretois. And highest transfer paid, £1.6 million for Kylian Navou, who's been mostly a disappointment. Highest transfer received, though, $7.5 million, and has nothing to do with us. Now, if we take a look at all transfers, we'll see that that was our biggest transfer in by like 10 times. Right, 163,000 pounds, 122,000 pounds. So 1.4 million was big, and I would say hasn't turned out to be worth it. So this is the end here, I believe. It looks like Clermont's going to survive relegation here. This is the relegation playoff. So we'll click one. Yeah, 5-1. They managed to get through. Nancy versus FC Nantes. This is in the playoffs, so they got to play the Ligue 1 team that's coming down. Are they going to tell us who does that one? 5-man shortlist for the head coach. Am I on it? I am. I can't vote for anybody. Can I just vote for nobody? I think Dominique played really well, or managed really well before he left, and then hosed the rest of the team. And I think Ajaccio did well, so we'll vote for Vincent there. And Lavenois, just because I worked so hard to learn how to say their name. I don't understand why it lists them by first name up here and then lists them by last name down here. So you see it up there and then you're looking down here, pattern recognition, right? And it's not the same. This is one of those little polish things that they just fall down on over and over and over again. I know they have a new guy in who's doing, or a new guy who did this year, the UI stuff. And I don't know that this necessarily falls on him. And maybe he had a lot to do, but these are the little things that kind of bug me, to be more critical than I really need to be. So we'll see if I win that. We'll see if I can win 2 years in a row, because I won Danish Coach of the Year last year. Anything else? Domestic transfer window opens there, so I mean, season's pretty well over. Maybe. Now it's a really long. Maybe this is that ending there. Maybe that's why there was the long pause. It did tell us who won the playoff match to go up, promotion match. We signed another player, and as you can see, I did not get final. Let's take a look at that, because that's really bugging me. Responsibilities. I used to have that. Handle new signing, find and make offers. That's fine. Finalize first team signing. Oh, I hired a new guy, and it took it away from me. I hired him, and apparently it reset at that point, which is annoying because it didn't say it did. But he's signed 2 players that I don't have control over. And we don't have as much money this season because we're not going to have the transfer revenue we get. He doesn't look bad, but I don't need another striker. I've got lots of strikers. I would not have accepted that. I mean, if we take a look and we go show filters, everybody, and we just look down here, I think we've got plenty of strikers. You know, from 15 to 24. I've got more strikers than I know what to do with. And I've got some good ones. Santini's 5-star potential. Conan's 5-star potential. I think we're doing okay. We didn't need more, unfortunately. We continue one more time and see what happens here, and then we'll call it. I know I said one more time, but I meant 2 or 3 or 4 more times. I was trying to go one more day was what I was trying to do. All right, so June 3rd. Maybe. I love when you get no indication that anything's happening. It's another UI issue they need to fix. There we go. Oh, we're going to go 2 days. Hey, Coley signed a new deal. Good for him. Maybe. There we go. Something happened. Our loan report. Oh, yeah. I guess it is good we did a couple extra days. Jean-Baptiste Lanzini played okay out on loan, 6.9. 29 appearances, a goal and 3 assists. Let's see. What are his stats there? Defender right. That's good. We need defenders. But either foot, that's what I like about him. He can play either side. And physicals are okay. I wish he was a little bit faster. But he's got good leadership. Positioning's not garbage. He's only 18 years old. Hopefully he'll grow into the job. By the time he's 20, maybe he's ready to be a starter. And Matthias Martin, who actually was on our prime team for most of the season, and we loaned him out after a little while. He's developing nicely. I think he's going to be good. I wish he was a little bit quicker. But you know what? He plays midfield center. He doesn't necessarily have to be fast. He's got great free kicking, decent long shots, and spectacular passing with okay technique. So I think he's going to be very good for us as well. He didn't play as well on loan. 13 appearances, 6.69. So, but I don't know if that team's any good. Click ahead coaching advice. And players were called up for international duty. So that is the end of our season. We'll be back on the next episode, I guess, with the beginning of the 25-26 campaign. And we'll see how that goes. It looks like Tours hired a new head coach. So, Arsenal lift Champions League. Go Arsenal. Go Gunners. And, I've still got a game to watch. I recorded yesterday's game. I'm going to sign off here and watch Arsenal. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the season. Thumbs up if you did. Thumbs down if you didn't. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see you next season, which will hopefully be tomorrow. Cheers.